Football fans, when I tell you be careful what you tweet, they're watching. Every single one of them is watching. Todd Boehly liked my tweet. The official Todd Boehly account liked my tweet slandering Mason Mount, an individual who he pays, only to unlike it. But guess what? Twitter doesn't sleep. Screenshots galore, screenshots galore. This is not clickbait. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys. And in today's video, we have got some great stories for you guys. Number one, Todd Boehly, I know your real feelings about Mason Mount. You can unlike my tweet all you want. I'll break that down for you guys. Listen, I was about to go to bed. I'll get into it, okay? But we got update on Levi Colwill getting a new big boy contract and Levi Colwill getting up an England call up. Massive news. Callum HudsonOdoi apparently is got a lot of suitors that are trying to buy him because he's got 12 months left on his deal. And finally, a lot of the Chelsea youth in the academy are getting annoyed that Chelsea are buying so much players. So I will break this down for you guys and I will give you the insight that you require. But all I ask from you guys is one favorable act to every single one of you that's sitting over there comfortable right now after I've already done a 12-hour shift today, got my exercise done, hit the gym, and still recorded a video for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, follow me on Instagram. It's in the pinned comment below. But let's get into this. All right, so basically last night I'm getting into bed. It's around about 9 o'clock and my phone is blowing up. Listen, you know when your phone is blowing up to the point where you can't keep up or you can't work out what's going on because you're getting way too many vibrations on that phone. You're like, yo, what is going on? I grab that phone, I check it. I've got 4 DMs from 4 different people. What have you done? Oh my God, WFT, and one other one, bro, Todd Boehly liked your tweet. I'm like, wait, what? I went and checked it. Todd Boehly liked my tweet where I'm taking the piss out of Mason Mount. You know the honorary one where he's like, Mason, Mason? That little gif, I've got that video and I said, Mudryk when Mason Mount doesn't play a pass to him in one touch. I've got it on the screen. Todd Boehly's official account after he was in a Twitter space likes the video. And then the whole uprising occurs. Everyone's going, oh my God, Mason Mount's in the mud. He unfollows it. Okay, so is this really Todd Boehly? That's what we need to talk about. Number one, this is a verified account. This account is not a Twitter Blue or whatever it's called. This is an actual account that got approval from Todd Boehly to be represented by him. Number one, I don't think the billionaire Todd Boehly is sitting on Twitter reading my tweets. Number two, I think this is a company that runs his account and they've got it horribly wrong. I think they thought it was complimentary to Mason Mount, that tweet. I am going to tell you one thing. The reaction from the fan base, if it is actually Todd Boehly, is spot on. Mason Mount is in big trouble and he needs to sort his attitude out on that pitch. Reason being, if he doesn't start performing real quick and his performances don't fix up, that passion merchant like act that he does where he's proper Chelsea and he's like all about the, oh yeah, the fans gotta love me, it's not gonna be enough because we're spending big bucks. And I don't know whether it was Todd Boehly himself or whether it was Todd Boehly's people, whether they understood the rhetoric of the tweet. It is damning that this tweet was liked. This is embarrassing on all fronts. Your boy over here has a smile on his face. I invited Todd Boehly here anytime he wants. We can have a nice face-to-face interview. I will fly out and meet him. Or we can sit down and have a talk. You can come to the house. We'll cook you up something nice. Don't worry, Todd. You're always welcome here. We can have a nice conversation about football and talk about the club that we both love. Well, the club that you own and the club that I adore. Let's get it. Guys, Levi Colwill is a player that's been absolutely shining on loan. So Levi really started off poorly at Brighton. It took him time to break through that team. It is hard to break through a team that, in my opinion, is doing well. Reason being is they've got a set team. They've got centre-backs that are flourishing. And more importantly, I think this is the most important part, you're on loan. You're going to leave in 12 months' time. So when Potter left and De Zerbi came in, Colwill got his opportunity and he has grabbed it with 2 hands. Like, he has had 7 starts back-to-back in the league. He is actively becoming one of the most talked about centre-halves. And it's to the point where there's an England call-up waiting for him in March. That is what the Athletic is saying from David Ornstein. The good part of this video, and that's really interested, is that Matt Law saying that the Chelsea hierarchy are very high on the individual. They believe that he could come back and make an impact next year. They're actively looking to give him a new deal, and that's why he was at Stamford Bridge this weekend. Todd Boehly and the crew wanted him there in and around to feel special. They want to sign him up on a 7-year deal like they did with Mr. Mudryk, and they're going to do with Joao Felix potentially when we re-sign him. So this is actually very exciting and very interesting stuff that we're witnessing over here. The most interesting aspect of this is, what does it mean for Chelsea's long-term future? It means that Chelsea could potentially have Badiashile, Fofana, and Colwill alongside Thiago Silva. Now that, in my opinion, is a great arsenal of defenders. Add Koulibaly to the mix and you've got a mix-up of a lot of talent, experience, and finesse. You need to love that. You need to love that. You need to see it and you need to appreciate it. Other than that, you got Maatsen linked back to the club, and this is an interesting one where the players come out and said it's all about relationship. Frank Lampard had a lot of faith in him. Thomas Tuchel and him didn't really get along very well in the sense that they didn't know each other, so he never got the opportunities to break through to the team. But now he's got a great chance at Burnley to show everyone what he's doing, and the reports at Chelsea are that they keep an eye on and they want to bring him back in the future because they see him as a very good asset to the team, which I agree with. Maatsen is a very good player and I'm really looking forward to see how he develops. Another story that has come out, and it's revolving the youth team, that's why we're sticking on this segment, is that some of the youth team players have had their eyebrows raised to the fact that, hold on, look how much talent you're bringing in. How am I going to break through? Well, I'm going to tell you guys one thing. Colwill went on loan. He's earning his way now in. Chalobah went on loan, earned his way in. Maatsen's on loan, gonna try earn his way in. Lewis Hall stayed, he fought, and now he's keeping Cucurella and Ben Chilwell out the team. Ben Chilwell's injured, but Cucurella's fully fit. Cucurella's out the team. Evidently, Potter doesn't care how much you're worth. It's all about giving you an opportunity and you grabbing it with two hands. Lewis Hall is doing it. If you can see Lewis Hall breaking through and you still saying, well, how the hell am I going to break through? We don't want you at Chelsea. That's the simplest fact. Look, at the end of the day, only the best, only creme de la creme break through at Chelsea. So you need to respect that and you need to appreciate that. But that's just my opinion. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. They're going to say there must be a pathway. The pathway's there, peeps. You can see it. Lewis Hall is the pathway. He is broken through. That is as far as... And finally, now we're going to talk about the once upon a time golden boy that came through our youth academy and the player that everyone had so much stock in. And you know, as time went on, Jadon Sancho and Callum HudsonOdoi are becoming a thing of a past, and it's really annoying because both of them won a youth World Cup at a very young age. They both flourished when they first broke out onto the scene, and then both their careers went downwards. More so Hudson-Odoi's, because they never kick-started the way Jadon Sancho's did. Jadon Sancho had a few great years. Callum HudsonOdoi had a good 6 months before that Achilles injury, and then his career stagnated. But Callum HudsonOdoi has got a repertoire of international clubs that want to take him on a permanent, want to sign him in 12 months' time on a free. And he is free to start talking to clubs in 6 months' time. He's on his last 18 months. He's 12 months. In 6 months' time, he's got 12 months left on his contract. And Chelsea are keen for him to go on loan and come back and fight for his place. Whether he's going to fight and break into the team, we don't know. But all I'm going to say is I don't think we should be selling, because Callum HudsonOdoi has some stuff in him that a lot of Chelsea players don't have. Creativity to a point where he can try take on a player, but at the same time, he can thread a ball through him behind. He can take a pass and switch play comfortably. He can take a decent strike when he's confident. And the thing is, he's quick, so he can get in behind, and he's an intelligent player that can play in the number 10 role. I think that's all assets that Graham Potter's going to love. The rumors have it is that Graham Potter likes the player and is very excited to work with the player. But other than that, it's all dependent on Callum HudsonOdoi, really. Like, the amount of talent we have in this team, HudsonOdoi needs to earn his place back. It's not going to work out where you're given a spot. Look at the talent that we have now. Look at the names we have on that team sheet. It's hard enough to break through as it is when you're here, let alone on loan. But this was the Kavkas View. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Talk to you later.